Yo, what up, man? It's your boy DJ Shoeshine, representing H-Town one time, you know what I'm talking about. And this is a new segment with my boy Brandon Stewart that we like to call Next Level Conversations.
I like this.
Just talking about business, life, and just anything that comes to the mind, you know what I'm saying? So I want y'all to stay tuned, get your popcorn, don't go anywhere. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, and also follow Next Level Automotive on Instagram and Twitter, all the social media sites right here. So y'all keep it locked. One time for your mind, DJ Shoeshine is back, man. I'm with my brother Brandon Stewart, owner, CEO, founder of Next Level Automotive here in Houston, Texas. How you doing, man?
Hey, always pleasure to see you, man. You know
you
that?
too, my man. Man, this is my brother from another mother right here, man. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut it to the chase, man, because we got a lot to talk about right now.
Okay.
So, Next Level Automotive, right?
Mm-hmm.
The beginning. What were your thoughts about going into business for yourself that first time?
Man, my original thoughts was like, I just want to do something that I can do to survive. Because honestly, I was at a fork in the road when it came about. So it kind of was like, either I'm going to either swim or drown.
Right.
So I kind of had no option. So I think it's times like that when you're forced in those situations, potentially it can become the best outcome if you go the right route. So fortunately, I chose the right path.
Right.
And, you know, Next Level came about. We had a story open originally first in L.A. And then we did Houston. So everything works on God's timing, though.
Definitely, man.
Sure.
Got to give a big shout out to God. And you mentioned God, man. How important, and I know for me it's very important to keep God first in everything you do, but how important is it to keep God first when it comes to business?
Man, the most important thing, like when I get up every day, I have to pray and be thankful, because the thing when you're in business, you never know who's going to call your phone.
Right.
It's just, you don't know. So really, business is working by faith.
Right.
You have to have faith and belief in yourself and the people that are around you that you can survive. Because unlike having a regular job, which I have definitely had before, you know, you go and you clock in 8 to 5, you get a check on Friday, whatever the case may be. And you're doing this, ain't nothing guaranteed. So that's faith. And that's God. That's God right there for sure.
Definitely, man. I personally, man, I thank God for you, for, you know, being in my life and just being like that. I look at you as my mentor.
Oh,
you know
I appreciate
what I'm saying?
that.
You know, with business, swag, of course, all of that. You know what I'm saying? So, the one thing I have to just ask you is, okay, 2018 has basically been my growth year.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, when was that time that you had in your life where you just felt like everything was not working out for you at that time? When was your year of growth, basically?
Man, this is 18. I'd probably say that was 14 or 15, because, you know, again, like I said, I was in a previous situation and I was in business already, and at the time I had to go my own way. So it was like, man, I feel like everything I've been working for was gone. So I had to kind of reestablish and just start all the way over. So that was like really growing from the bottom, ground up, literally. Because I'm talking about taking the last money I had to my name, had an option, okay, either I go back to work or keep on going entrepreneurship. And I was like, ain't nothing wrong with working, but I've been doing this so long. That freedom, and I ain't talking about just freedom to do what you want, that mental freedom. It's something about having a free mental space. Like, anybody that's in business can attest to this, because when you go to work, you know, you see coworkers you really don't like, whatever. But you know, when you're in your own place of business, it's kind of like really control and gauge how my day goes, and that right there alone is. It's priceless. You can't pay for that. So that year, I think, was the year where I really made the decision, and thank God I went the right way to keep going in entrepreneurship.
Hey, man, that's the best decision yet, man. I tell you, man, I got some work coming this guy way, man.
We ready.
Impalas, RVs. And, you know, speaking since we talking about that, man, like, basically, what does Next Level Automotive cater to when it comes to, you know, all the vehicles and stuff?
Everything, like, you know, because like I was telling you off camera that, you know, we try to not list what we do, because people nowadays, if they see your list, they say, well, they don't do this. That's why we try to now say, hey, we do everything: oil change, wheels and tires, mountain balance, car shipping, car restoration, sunroof, tint windows. Should we change the flat on the side of the road? We're AAA. It don't even matter. Like, we've done all of that. You know, even 24-hour roadside, we've done everything. It's because I feel like the more communication you have with your customers or your you know, your fan base, whatever you want to call it, the better your business will be. The more relatable you are, the more available you are, at least to appear available, the more comfortable they feel with you. And we try to make even our place to feel comfortable. That's why we have, you know, internet games here. You know what I mean? Because we want people to get here if they have to be here and just feel like they're at home.
Man, I know Houston, man, land of the trio, man. So many successful people here.
A lot, yeah.
Name that one celebrity that came to you and said, "Hey, I need you to do this for me."
Oh man.
And not just Houston. I mean, just anywhere. 'Cause I know you've done work with football players, basketball players, all of that, entrepreneurs. So that one celebrity that just blew your mind. It's like, oh man, I got this deal, man. We're gonna go ahead and do this.
I'd probably say, man, the craziest thing, I would say Adrian Peterson. Just because, you know, a lot of times, you know, you have people and you see them on TV and be like, man, it's a, you know, a celebrity, whatever.
Yeah.
But in reality, we forget that they're human.
Right.
And I just think the human side of him really was, you know, what won me over. You know, I already had him on the pedestal like this is one of the greatest running backs of our time at least.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But then for him to be so down to earth and just a real country boy at the end of the day.
Right.
I love that. So, and I was like, he was just open arms, inviting me to his home to deliver the car. You know, in my mind, I thought to meet an assistant or drop it in my office, and it was just more like we knew each other already. And I think that's just their background, you know, just his countryside of him that showed and allowed it to be like, you know, so down to earth. So with me, I was starstruck, you know what I mean? But in reality, he made it feel just like home. I love that.
That's love right there, man. I mean, like with my job title being a disc jockey, radio host, building cars and stuff like that, remaking them and all that stuff. What made that become your passion?
It's crazy because like in high school, I always wanted to have like a cool car. You know, being from the South, being from Houston, you know, I used to see a lot of car slabs with the candy paint and the big swingers. And you know, these were people like the H-Town legends, like the Fat Pass, Little Kikis and Hogs. They was all riding these nice cars. So I always wanted a car. The original car I wanted was a 1964 Impala. Realized I couldn't afford it though. Like I couldn't afford to buy the car and fix it up at the time, you know. So it was just like, you know, but when I finally got my hands on the car, I started, you know, doing things. And people would compliment you like, I like the way you did that. You know, what can you do to my car? If you had my car, what would you do? So it just kind of starts, you know, building that inside. Like, you know what, this is fun. I like this. I like the attention. I like the love. So if I could turn this into something else, then I will. And that's what happened. So it just kind of went from like a personal thing and outside recognition, you know, because we love to be recognized. Just individuals, we love praise. Whether we admit it or not, we love that. You know what I'm saying?
Straight up.
So it's like that kind of pushed it. Like, you know what, let me keep doing this because I like to, it feels good when somebody likes what you've done or acknowledges what you've done and you've done a good job. And that's what kept going.
Man, and a great job you are doing, man. And just,
thank you, appreciate that.
The brand itself, man, just the name to me, like next level, it tells me inside my mind, like, look, Shine, you got to go ahead and everything that you're trying to do, you got to take it up a notch. You got to take it to the next level. So with Next Level Automotive, we got Next Level Clothing. What's next for this platform? Next level?
Like literally, we don't want to have any limitations on it because, you know, I feel like branding is everything. So anything that somebody would allow you to put your name or attach it with, I think is always a good idea. That's why, like, even like holiday season, like now we do a lot of giving back to the community. You know, we do feeding the homeless, and even though we're not putting our name on there per se, people remember your face and they recognize you, and it's always good to have product placement. Sometimes your product is your face. You don't have to walk around with a T-shirt on, but somebody recognizes you from being you from whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because we don't want to broadcast, Next Level's over here doing this, but people can recognize that, and it hits the heart. And you always want to be remembered as not only just being a business person, but also being a person. Because at the end of the day, people want people they can, you know, just feel touchable.
Exactly.
So that's what it's about.
And that's, man, like I said, with this interview right here, y'all, it's just, you know, it's nothing but love, good vibes, you know what I'm saying? And we hope you're enjoying it, you know what I'm saying? So is there anything else that you want to share with the people, my brother? Man,
just I like to tell people that if you want to be an entrepreneur, be prepared for the ups and downs. I mean, a lot of times I feel like that, you know, entrepreneurship, especially in this day and age now, is glorified on the shiny part of it. But you have to shed light on the dark side of it too, because a lot of times, you know, everybody in this room right now, there's times where you're by yourself. Things don't make sense. Things don't add up. And I've had those times too. You know, it's a season thing. But you have to know that, believe in yourself, stay consistent, be patient, and just have faith and things will work out.
I agree with you 100%, man. And you know, another thing that I want to share with you too, man, it's like everybody that I talk to, that I've interviewed, have a strong team behind them.
Definitely.
From your perspective, how important is it to have a team?
100%. And see, people confuse like things like team as far as being like people that always with you like physically.
Right.
A team could be sometimes a prayer partner. A team can be somebody that texts you and say just, hey, look, hey, I know things rough right now, just keep it going, whatever.
Right.
A team's not always somebody that's inside your personal space at all times. Sometimes your team could just be somebody that you communicate with. Now, personally, here we do have people that are in and out of the building per se, but on top of that, I have people that are never seen, never in front of the camera, but always motivate me and encourage me because what's coming out of my mouth is put into me from somebody else. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's important to have people that just encourage you because they might not understand the business that you're in or how to do it, how to run it, how to operate it, but they can understand that, you know, hey, I know you're a human and you can have a rough day. You can have a bad day. You can have a day where you're not making money or whatever the case may be. And we get sick. So we need people that can be there to bring us some soup. You know what I mean? We ain't machines. We humans. Like, you know, I was sick not too long ago and it killed me.
Yeah.
But the team was strong enough around me to where nobody even noticed. Like, you know, in my mind, I personally drove myself crazy because I was at home for like almost 2 weeks. And literally the bitches never missed a beat. Like, I didn't publicly say, hey, y'all, what's up, Instagram family? Because, you know, you don't do that.
Right.
But, you know, that's when your team says, hey, you know what? I got you. What you need to get done. It's getting shipped. This is ordered. This is paid for. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, that's what a team is about. Not always being on the scene per se visibly. Because everybody's not supposed to be in front of the camera per se.
Right.
Some people they like being behind the camera. Just like, I make sure that you're going to be good in front of the camera when it's that time.
Right.
That's what it's about.
Check it out, man. We are back. Next Level Conversations with your boy DJ Shoeshine and the one and only Brandon Stewart. Next Level Automotive, man. We are here. Man, you know I'm a big music head, man.
Yeah.
Just every aspect, not only just R&B, hip-hop, reggae, rock, heavy metal, all that. So if Next Level, just the atmosphere working here, like, what song describes Next Level Automotive?
I'm gonna say this first too, because you know I'm with you. I love hip hop. I love old music, new music, jazz, everything. But there's one song that it's like if I had to pick one artist, one song, it's Sam Cooke. A Change Is Gonna Come. Only because like the embodiment of that song is like our story.
Right.
Because it's like one of those things where like, you know, how you start off, you know what I mean, born by the river, you know what I mean?
Right.
And then just kind of going through life and kind of trying to find your way and people kind of turning their backs on you and you not knowing which direction to go. But then in the end, still, you know what, a change is going to come. You got to be patient and wait the time out.
Exactly.
And that's what it is.
And that's the key word right there, patience, man. A
Oh,
lot of
yeah.
people, it's just like it's so much impatience going around. People are ready to get that next big thing. You know what I'm saying? So, and a lot of stuff, man, it takes time. You know what I'm saying? Growth and, you know, you got to put in the work. You know, things don't happen some things happen overnight, but, you know, you got to really look at it. You know, it don't happen overnight. So,
Exactly.
a change is going to come. Sam Cooke, we definitely going to have to play that on the way
Man,
back.
I'm telling
you. Know
you,
what I'm saying?
like just the words.
Yeah.
But you know, what you were saying, something you touched on, which is very important. Like people think things happen overnight. I kind of blame social media for that too, because again, like it goes back to the perception.
Right.
People make you feel like, hey man, I was broke yesterday and now I'm rich. That's not reality. In reality, it takes months, years, sometimes decades for people. You know what I mean? Yeah, some actors, they didn't get their first acting break till like 40 years old.
Yeah.
Now keep in mind, they was working 20, 30 years trying to break in the industry. So that goes with any entrepreneur, any business, whatever the case may be, because the consistency, the constant push, you know, you have to keep going because one day it's going to catch on.
Yeah.
But people on social media, oh man, I'm balling now. I'm like, no, it's not like that. Reality is, because you're giving false hope to people and you're discouraging people. Because I think that creates a kind of like people's self-esteem goes down because they feel like, well, they balling and they just started and I've been doing this 20 years and I'm still broke. But they're not telling you that somebody else is really following them or helping them while you just doing yours independently. So what's going to happen is when you finally do break, all that is yours. When those people that just broke overnight, guess what? They owe them people that money back.
Exactly.
So they really ain't rich. So when they get their money,
advance back, you know?
yeah, you got to get that back, run that back.
Yeah.
They making their money and then some.
Definitely, man.
Yeah.
I remember I texted you a while back, and recently, during that time when I texted you, I had about the Slim Thug album, The World Is Yours.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And track before last was Next Level.
Next Level, yeah.
And just listening to the hook, I gotta send this to beat, man. So when you heard that song for the first time, what perception did you get from it?
I mean, for me, it's just like, man, it was like a stamp. It was like, man, this is it. This is official. Like, it was like anything that I can possibly think of is being spoken by him. And that's kind of like almost breathtaking and mind blowing to hear somebody speak your words or your thoughts. It's like, was you in my dream? Or like, you know what I mean? Like, did you read my ideas? You know, you're kind of like, hold on, bro, I gotta hit you up. I see him in public charge. Like, what's up, Slim? You know, but you know, it's those things where it's kind of like, people, we share the same ideas and issues. So it's kind of like that kind of confirmation to know that you're not by yourself. And so the same thoughts I'm having, somebody else is also having those same kind of thoughts. So it really makes you feel better at the end of the day. Like, okay, I'm not by myself, even though it feels like it sometimes. There's somebody else with my same issue, my same ideas, my same problems. Yeah.
And like I said, you know, it all goes back with me mentioning, you know, people being extraordinary. You know what I'm saying? When you have extraordinary like minds coming together, I think that is a power that cannot be broken
at all.
When you know, people with those type of mindsets get together, because so much can be done. So much can be done, you know, in the streets, politics, everything. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely, like I said earlier in the interview, man, I just salute you for just, you know, putting me under your wing. You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
To, you know, get, you know, tips here and there on stuff on, as far as business. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people that go straight into business, they don't have that. You know what I'm saying? And then it's like, you know, a year or two later, you know, it's like they're out of business. You know, so you definitely got to have somebody, you know, with wisdom, you know, charismatic, all that, passionate about what they do, to bring you in to be like, hey, this is how I do it, this is how you should do it, and go from there, you know what I'm saying? And also, you know, get blessed at the end of the day.
Exactly.
So
you have to have business for a purpose, because, you know, if you're going only solely for monetarily gain, you're gonna burn out real quick, because, you know, that doesn't happen initially. Some businesses it does, but majority of businesses, based on statistics, it's gonna take time for you to start generating revenue. So if your sole idea is like, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna get rich, then you're gonna burn out and you're gonna be bummed, you're gonna be discouraged, you're gonna feel like, you know, all those negative things on the inside. So once you have a passion for something, then your motivation is just different, and your drive and the way you move is different. And that's what it has to be about.
And with drive and motivation, I had a chance to meet the OG, man, Jay Prince, man. Definitely, man, anybody out there, man, get that book, man, The Art and Science of Respect. You know what I'm talking about? It's on Amazon, all your digital outlets, hard copies, Barnes and Nobles. Get that book today. Just being in Jay Prince's presence, man, you can just feel the humbleness, and just, it was just very genuine and real, you know what I mean? Does Brandon Stewart have plans to do something like that, is drop a book or audio book or anything
it's
like
crazy you say that, because I've been having people tell me, hey, you should write a book. I'm like, man, my story is not worth hearing about. But then when I start telling them some of the stuff that I've experienced, they'd be like, that right there alone is enough for me. I would want to read about that. But I guess, you know, when you're living the life and in the moment, you're not thinking about somebody else can be, you know, motivated by it. I have no problem giving encouraging words, but I don't be thinking that my own story is something to be a good read. You know what I mean? But now that you said that, yes, somebody has mentioned that to me about doing that, so I might need to start taking my notes. Like I'm telling you, I need to
man, you know what I'm saying?
do my own thing too. Like, cause you just never know. Cause you know, if one person can be inspired by something that you've been through or experienced, that alone means you've been successful.
Yeah, cause like I tell my wife all the time, babe, you gotta jot this stuff down. She comes home with something new every day, whether it's good or it's bad, and I take all of that in, and I'm just like, hey, we need to go ahead and start this book. You don't have to put it out now, because you know, we still have a lot of life to live. You know what I'm saying? Once we get ready to reach that phase in life where, okay, it's time to retire, enjoy, you know, then we can go ahead and do that. You know, I kind of call it, you know, a little chump change money. You know what I'm saying? Because we already got guap money, you know what I'm saying? So just a little something, you know, kind of, you know.
But you'd be surprised, man. Be a bestseller now. You own a New York, you know what I mean? You got a whole book tour. Like Jay Prince was, you know what I mean? For real, for real.
So yeah, man, I think definitely, man, just everything with this brand, man, to me is very special. You know what I'm saying? Like, it inspires me to be a better individual. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, people might question me at times, like with the music and stuff like that, how fans love Michael Jackson. Like, I love my brother's H-Town. You know what I'm saying? I love Devontae Swing because of his creativity. You know what I'm saying? How he produces beats and all that stuff, and it's mind blowing for me, man. Every time I see him, man, like with the Rolls dude did a Rolls Royce Phantom, man, the other day. And I was like, Gucci man, well damn. You know what I'm saying? And it's just a blessing, man, just to see us.
Right.
With the creativity that we have, and just.
And that's the thing,
stuff,
though.
You know
See, like, it has to be more of us doing it.
Right.
A lot of times we don't even know somebody that looks like us is doing something like that.
Right.
And we get discouraged, like, well, I can't do this because I don't know. They don't look like me.
Right.
That's why even the Barack Obama situation was amazing, because that is the highest plateau on U.S. soil. So if you can get somebody there, we can be anywhere. You know what I mean? So it's like, from what you doing, the DJing thing, like, from the cars, even my man's here, like, all that stuff. We have to have more of our faces and talk about it and share, because, you never know who's listening.
Right.
We had spoke at the school one time, and it was like a room of like 20, 30 kids. And like, they were kids, so kind of like they half listened or whatever the case would be. It's okay. Yeah. But one kid came up when everybody else left, was like, you know what? I'm interested. Can I get your contact? Can I text you sometime? Wow. And, he followed me on Instagram. Yeah. So I'm trying to be mindful. It's like, ooh, that kid, you know what I mean? So gotta be post a little stuff crazy. But but that one person that lets me know that somebody heard that. Yeah. And he says, I'm in the cars, and hopefully one day I can have, do something to be a mechanic, whatever the case may be. Yeah. So that let me know that one person can change their life, and that alone is success. Yeah. It's not about saving thousands of people. That might not happen. Right. But if that one person could turn over, go a different direction, you never know.
And it kind of takes me to that Tupac quote. I'm not saying that I'm going to change the world, but I know I can provide the information to spark that one brain that will change the world.
And that's all that matters.
And that's what we have to do, man. As young young black kings with princes behind us. You know what I'm saying? We just have to do that.
You got to.
And especially in the time that we're living in now, when see everybody sees what's going on the news. It's like you can't really go anywhere without fearing for your life. So, my man, like I say, bro, I salute you for what you do, man. My prayers, for more success with the business and different endeavors. Yeah, man, I appreciate it, man, because like I say, we got some work to do. Man.
Oh yeah,
we got a whole lot of work to do, man.
We ready.
So. Y'all, man, like, I appreciate everybody that's tuning in to this right now, because it's a very special moment right here with this homie right here, man. Next Level, Brandon Stewart, man. Y'all need him. Y'all need to follow him, man. Go ahead and drop that knowledge on him, man, as far as social media.
We everywhere. Personal Instagram is BIGBEE713. Business page is Next Level Automotive. It's on Facebook. It's on Twitter. It's everywhere. It's in your grandma's page. Just don't worry about that. Just whatever you need, be available. Be there.
Most definitely, man. Most definitely. And like I say, man, I would definitely be back.
Okay, for
I'm
sure.
Gonna probably have 4-5 projects for you.
And we ready.
And we gonna get it in. So, man, I tell you, if you want that sauce, you want that drip, anything, let Next Level take care of you. And I'm co-signing this. It's your boy, man, the hottest DJ in the land, DJ Shoeshine, H-Town Music, 24-hour hustle, Shoeshine Radio, and Next Level Automotive with my boy, Brandon Stewart, man. Next Level Conversations, Part 1. So y'all be on the lookout for Part 2, because it will be on the way, because that's what we do. Always working. Keep it locked.